Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes College Basketball Conference Championship. Best bets, locks, and predictions. I, of course, am the perfect one, AJ. Joining me, as always, the man steering the ship tonight, the man with the numbers, sportsbook whisperer, college basketball guru, daddy of the diamond. All hail the king of the links, the money train. Noah, how you doing today, Bob?
I'm doing fantastic. I can't wait to just dive into this because, AJ, you know what? It wouldn't be on par for us. It wouldn't be enough to just cover the major conferences. So we're going to dive in and give our fucking picks for every single D1 conference because, you know what? It's important.
Yes.
The team that wins each of these tournaments gets an automatic bid to the tournament. So we better give our picks for every single conference.
And Noah, God damn it, would we be called Degenerate Takes if we didn't just go ahead and pick every single conference? I mean, let me tell you,
we would not.
D-Gens, if you're listening right now and you just want to skip to the Major 5, look down below. We got all of the times out there for you. But if you want to know every single conference and even teams that you've never heard of before, stay tuned. We are ready to roll. Shout out real quick to the 235 subscribers on YouTube, the 5 on Rumble. We appreciate you all supporting the show. If you want to help support, please like, share, subscribe. Noah, let's get into it, brother.
Let's go. Hey, and I think we just roll through these in alphabetical order. Seems like the most sense to me.
We're degenerates, we're not idiots.
Starting at the top with a conference that is wide open. And I mean wide open. Like, I think the whole top half of this conference could take this tournament championship. A conference that people believed that might be a 2-3, possibly even a 4 bid conference at the beginning of the season. They're definitely only getting one, and it's whoever wins this tournament. The A10, AJ.
A10. Let's go, Noah. A10, who do you got winning the whole thing?
So I'm going out here a little bit, going down to, I believe they're in 4th or 5th place in the conference right now. I'm taking the St. Louis Billikens. I like the way they've been playing as of late. VCU definitely should be the favorite. We'll see once they play the last 2 games of the season. I went back and forth with this. I kind of wanted to pick VCU, but then I'm like, you know what? The money's not going to be as good with VCU. And because of how tight it is in the top half of this conference, I could see them losing one. I'm just taking a shot in the dark here. I'm going with St. Louis.
I like that pick, Noah. St. Louis has made me some money this season, but I'm going to go with another team that's been a little bit more reliable for me. Give me my Bonnies, bro. Give me the St. Bonaventure Bonnies coming out and having the tournament of an absolute lifetime and the privilege to get mollywopped in the first round of the tournament. Give me St. Bonaventures with probably the biggest upset so far.
Hey, they're going to be some juiced up odds, I can tell you that. They're sitting just outside of the top half of the conference right now. 8-9 conference record this season, 14-16 overall. Power to you, AJ, but I don't know that I'd go with the Bonnies.
Hey, again, I love my Bonnies. What do we got next, Noah?
We got the first conference to start their conference tournament. Started today. So, sorry if you're going to come at us for, picking after the first round of the tournament, but, none of the big teams in this conference played yet. We got the ASUN, which I think that'll be a fun one. Kennesaw State and Liberty tying for the regular season championship. Kennesaw State having like their first ever over 500 season in like a decade or two and going 15-3 in conference play, 23-8 overall. Really inspirational story there. Eastern Kentucky right behind them. Stetson not too far back either. However, as great of a season as it's been for Kennesaw State, I got to go with Liberty. Here.
Damn it.
I think this is where the ASUN tournament's where dreams come to die.
Fair enough, Noah, but I'm going with the numbers on this one. I'm taking the chalk. Give me Kennesaw State to win the whole thing.
All right. Respectable.
And also, I do just want to shout out real quick their logo. I mean, I've been meaning to talk to you about this all season, but I love Kennesaw's logo. It's dope as shit. It's just an S and a K, but I like the way it looks. I guarantee it.
All right. Hey, AJ, next up, we got our first Power 5 conference the ACC,
Let's
which has been
go.
absolute madness. Doesn't make any sense this year. Feels a lot like another Power 5 conference we'll talk about in a little bit. Who you got in the ACC, AJ?
No, I'm taking the team that I've been able to rely on. I kind of wanted to take Clemson as kind of a little sleeper, but
I don't hate it.
I haven't liked the way they've played the back half of the season here. I am going with Virginia Cavaliers to win the whole thing in the ACC.
Okay. I don't hate that pick. I'm a little weary of them after getting clapped by North Carolina.
Yeah, they did get their asses handed to them. But hey, short memory here. We're going to forget about that one.
Yeah, I'm all over a team that I've been riding since the beginning of the season. Maybe a lot of money early on in the season, not as much late because, people have kind of caught on to the fact that they're actually good. A team that made a deep tournament run last year. We're going with the Miami Hurricanes, baby.
I'm changing my pick. Give me Miami. No, I just had all the memories of losing on Miami bets. I'm betting against Miami, so I'm going back with Miami.
Now just watch, like North Carolina or Duke's going to make some fucking run and win the ACC, and everybody's going to hate everything.
I'm not even going to imagine a world where that exists. No, I'm done with Duke, done with UNC. Let's get some new blood in there. Give me Miami. Let's roll.
Yeah, especially, you got Duke who's sitting right in somewhere between a 6 and an 11 seed, most likely. North Carolina probably not going to make the tournament unless something crazy happens. But, yeah. Let's just, you know what, Miami, Clemson, Virginia, Syracuse, just all the orange teams take care of business and we're all good.
What do we got next, Noah?
Next, we got the American East Conference, AJ. Not going to go into too much depth here. This one's kind of cut and dry to me. One team's been a lot better than the rest. I'm taking Vermont.
Yeah, they're the only team I've made any decent money off of. Most of these teams I bet on one time and then didn't bet on again because they just were miserable. So yeah, give me Vermont. Have them blow out the entire field here.
Yeah, I mean, I think UMass Lowell's got a chance, but this is like a conference where literally I think only two teams are in the running to win it.
Probably just those two.
Yep. And next up, we got another conference that I'm not going to go too deep into because I don't even think it's close competition. We got the American Conference. Why would I pick anybody other than Houston to win this conference?
All Houston, all the time.
Unless you're just betting for some high juice, like it's fucking Houston,
It's always Houston, damn it.
Yeah, fuck them, but whatever.
Fuck them, but yeah.
All right, diving into back-to-back Power 5 conferences here, AJ. We're going to start with the Big Ten.
Ooh.
Thoughts on the Big Ten, because we've had a lot of changes in momentum, I'll say, this year in the Big Ten. For whatever reason, Nebraska seems to be one of the hottest teams in the Big Ten, despite having a 8-9 record right now. Purdue's lost 4 out of their last 6 or 7 now. Somehow they're still ranked in the top 5. Just riddle me fucking that. But or maybe they've lost like 5 out of 6. I don't know.
They've
5
lost
out of 8.
A lot of fucking games to still be in the top 10.
Yeah. Can we just admit they're not that good?
They're not that good.
Big Ten is that good?
No, they're not winning this tournament either. Let's make that very clear as well.
I've only had to say it 2-3 years in a row that the Big Ten was going to flop in the March Madness tournament, and this was back when they were getting higher seeds. I think they're actually going to get seeded somewhat accurately this year because maybe after 3 years, people are finally catching on that it's not just all these 8-9 loss teams aren't just, the Big Ten's beating up on each other. No, they just suck.
They suck. They suck a lot.
I shouldn't say they suck. They're just all decent, but nobody's great.
Inconsistent. That's what I'm going to mark the Big Ten as this year. Inconsistent.
It's a bunch of decent teams, but nobody's great, and then they just get beat up on in the tournament.
So you going with the homer picking the Gophers?
I think I'm going to stay away from the team that's got one win in conference play and is going to get have the 14th seed in the tournament. I'm going with the age and experience here, which put me between two teams, two of the top 4 teams right now, Northwestern and Indiana. I absolutely fucking love what Trace Jackson Davis is doing this season. He's an absolute stud. But I'm gonna go with the duo of Boo Buie and Chris Audige to take Northwestern. They, I think I saw this season when they were ranked like, I don't know, what'd they get up to? Like 12th, 14th, something like that. That was like the highest ranking in school history for Northwestern in basketball. I'm riding it. I think they fell out of the rankings this week, but hey, I'm not shying away. I love Boo Buie. I love Chris Audige. I think Northwestern's got it figured out. They're on the right track. I'll take them to win.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot, Noah, but I'm going with the team that I think has a little bit more to play for, and I hate making these picks based off of emotions and everything, but Michigan State the last 2 weeks has been the last week, has been unbelievable. They're putting on highlights, and I think they ride that momentum through their conference tournament. Give me Michigan State.
Yeah, and part of my problem too is like oftentimes I look and I'm like, okay, who's hot right now? Who's hot? And there's recent losses in everybody's fucking schedule in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to admit it, but Michigan is probably the hottest team, and then
probably
Maryland and Nebraska following that. Maryland wouldn't be a bad pick to win the Big Ten. Nebraska, though, no. And then Michigan's going to fuck around because for some reason Michigan is the only team in the Big Ten that seems to get better in March. I don't get it. It pisses me off. But they play shit, and then they're like, we're going to kind of like figure it out here come conference tournament and March Madness tournament time. Because they're going to sneak in with like a 8, 9, 10, 11 seed. Michigan will somehow sneak in with an 8 or 9 and upset one of the 1 seeds. Like, it's just what happens. I don't know. I don't like it, but it's what happens.
I'm with you. It sucks to suck. I hate Michigan, but they can keep fucking around and finding out for all I care. I'll wait until the line's good enough for them to lose.
Doesn't change the fact that Ann Arbor is a whore.
Shout out to all you Michigan fans watching.
Yeah. They should know how much we love Michigan on this show.
They should. At this point, I mean, it's been a year and a half. If you don't know already, we love Michigan.
No, honestly, part of the reason I keep going on and digging into Michigan is because it always garners a response.
Right? We won't have a comment from a Michigan fan in forever, but then they get one whiff of us talking shit about Michigan, and it's you guys don't know shit. Hey, bring it on. Bring it on. We went to Harvard of the West, okay? We know what we're talking about sometimes.
Hey, you know what? I love and hate Michigan fans, so we'll leave it at that.
Respect their passion. Just hate Michigan as a school and a program.
Yeah.
And coaches. Yeah. All right, Noah, where are we headed to next, bud?
We're headed to the best conference in basketball this year, in my opinion. A conference poised to maybe send 8 out of their 10 teams to the Big 12. And this one's tight. This could go, I could see 5 or 6 different teams winning this.
I'm with you. No, I'm with you. I'm looking at the Big 12 right now. And yeah, 4 or 5 guys that I see winning easily. But let's be real. There's only one team. And I got, where the hell is Big J?
He died.
I gotta find Big J. Give me KU to win the whole thing. Rock chalk, baby.
Big J died and went to hell, AJ.
Don't you dare speak blasphemy about Big J, damn it. You just want Little J back.
Yeah, the little short ass mascot.
Little J was awesome
last year. And did we confirm or deny if the 5'2" guy is still in the mascot suit this year? Because it looked really funny. It was like something out of a comedy skit.
We cannot confirm nor deny that he is still J chillin' as Little J.
Oh, okay.
But hey, we will get some investigators on that immediately.
Well, I don't hate that pick. Kansas is looking really hot of late. They were up and down the first half of the season, but they've been playing really, really good basketball lately. However, I do think there is a team that I have liked better over recent weeks.
You're going to pick them?
That has also been winning, but a little more in dominant fashion. I am going with the Baylor Bears to win this conference.
Hey, that's my number 2 team. No, I love that pick. I think Baylor has been out of their minds the last couple of weeks. Shit, I took them tonight on a very short line that you and I discussed earlier. Could not figure out why the line was so low. Shout out Baylor. Shout out Baylor. KU or Baylor. I like both of those, but KU's going to win the whole thing. Damn it.
All right. Next conference, we got AJ Power 5, if you want to call them the Power 6 in basketball. They are the 6th one, but they aren't the 6th worst out of them. I would argue they're probably better than the Pac-12 and the ACC. But we got the Big East. Big East, the conference that doesn't play football, but that half of their schools don't have football teams, but they got basketball.
Damn
and
it,
they're
are they
pretty
good
damn
at basketball? Yeah.
Yeah, AJ, I'm riding with the team that I've been riding for the last month or two, and they've been hot and they have not been letting me down, and that would be Marquette. Up to number 6 in the most recent rankings.
I know. I've been betting on them recently. I've been taking your advice, Noah. I love the way they've been playing. They've been winning me money. Oh, but damn it.
And don't forget who their coach is.
Marquette?
No, yeah. Okay, Shaka Smart, who flopped in his couple years at Texas. But do we remember the stint he had at VCU before that?
I do vaguely remember that. I remember it being pretty damn good.
Yeah, dude's got fucking tournament experience. March Madness. He's won plenty of conference tournaments when he was with VCU. Shaka Smart's going to have Marquette doing some nice things here.
Okay, I'll co-sign the Marquette pick, and then I do just want to also add an asterisk there. Don't take Creighton whatsoever. Just don't. Just stay away from Creighton. All right? Just a public service announcement real quick. All right? Not saying I've lost a lot of money on Creighton, but they are on my no-bet list. So just wanted to throw that out there.
All right, so you're riding with Marquette as well, AJ?
I'm riding with Marquette, honestly, because my other 2 teams that I would pick is Xavier, who, honestly, I would just be picking because of Sean Miller, but that team isn't really as cohesive as I would like it to be. And then my other pick is St. John's, and yeah, they've won me some money, but they've been close games I've had to sweat. And yes, am I basing this pick completely off of money? Absolutely. I'm a goddamn gambler. Give me the team that has shown up and showed out the most for me. Give me Marquette.
Perfect. Gonna breeze through this next one. Yeah. The Big Sky Conference.
Woo!
Yeah, you catch what I did there?
You're so funny, Noah.
Yeah, Big Sky. Eastern Washington kind of dominating this conference play, but I'm going to go with the team who's in second place right now, probably going to get the number 2 seed. We're going with Montana State with a little minor upset there.
Nope, going Eastern. I'm sorry. I got it. I'm going with the team that's been able to do the best in this conference. Give me Eastern. I think they handle their business and handle it nicely.
All right, AJ picking chalk on that one. I'm going to pick chalk. I'm going full chalk on this next conference. We got the Big South. I'm taking UNC Asheville. I'm not thinking twice about it.
Yep. Yeah. The only other team I would take is Longwood, but that's just because I like the name.
All right. Next conference, AJ, this one's a real fun one in my opinion. And if you follow mid-major basketball like I do, this is going to be a blast of a college or of a conference tournament. Watch these games if you're not doing anything else. These are going to be some really, really fun games. Pretty much all California schools and then Hawaii, but Um, we got the Big West Conference. Yeah, just want to say in conference records, UC Irvine 13-5, UC Riverside 13-5, UC Santa Barbara 13-5, Cal State Fullerton 12-6, Hawaii 12-6, and then it starts to drop off after there. But oh my God, I mean, we got 5 teams within one game here at the top of this conference.
Hey, it's been a fun one to follow, Noah. It's been a hell of a conference.
Yep, and I'm not digging deep, but I'm scooping down a little bit, and I'm taking Cal State Fullerton to win this one.
Ooh, I'm taking Riverside.
Okay.
I like Riverside here.
All right. I was between Fullerton or Santa Barbara, but I think I like Fullerton here.
Damn. I like Fullerton too. They made me money. They're fun to watch. I'm going Riverside. I'm sticking, Noah.
All right. Where are we? Oh, next one. Another fun one. Conference USA. This one tight at the top of the conference too. FAU winning the regular season title in that conference, or clinching it. They were briefly in the rankings for about a week or two before they lost. We got the North Texas Mean Green.
The Mean Green.
You got UAB and Jordan Jelly Walker. I ran out of exciting things to say. I mean, Middle Tennessee had, and then you got Middle Tennessee who had a decent season. But
what are you picking?
Oh my God, this is so hard. I feel like it's going to be like the third most popular pick behind FAU because they've had such a good season, and UAB because they're completely on the radar with Jordan Jelly Walker. Dude's fucking insane. It would be really fun. If I was picking who I wanted to win, it would be UAB because I want to just watch Jelly play in the tournament. I'm going with the North Texas Mean Green.
Noah, you can just call me Vanilla Chalk because I'm taking FAU. Give me the Owls to win this one outright.
Fair enough.
You like what I did there? Vanilla Chalk? You know, chalk,
yeah.
Chalk, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I got it.
Wait for my mixtape to drop later this month.
All right. Next up, we have the Colonial Athletic Conference.
Yes, we do.
Which is a real interesting one because you got College of Charleston and Hofstra.
You know, my buddy went to Hofstra.
Tied at the top of the conference.
Yeah, didn't see one there with Hofstra. I did not see that coming there.
Well, College of Charleston looked like they had something special going on this season. What were they, after losing, what was it, like their first game, ripped off like 21 in a row or something like that?
Jesus.
No, they lost their second game to North Carolina, lost by 16 at North Carolina. Not bad at all. But then they go and they beat Richmond. They beat Davidson. They beat Colorado State. They beat Virginia Tech. They beat Kent State. All teams from much bigger conferences. Roll through in the rest of their non-conference schedule, which wasn't against anybody too impressive. And then they started rolling in conference play, but now they have 2 losses. There is still a chance that Charleston could get an at-large bid if they make it to their conference championship. Obviously they win it. They just get the AQ and they're good. But 16-2 in conference play, 28-3 on the season, though. I mean, what a fucking season for Charleston.
Hey, shout out to the boys over there. Be proud.
Yep, and then you got the preseason favorite Towson. I know that you've been big on them. They finish tied for third with
Didn't
UNC
cover a
Wilmington.
goddamn game.
Sounds like AJ's not as keen on Towson anymore. But yeah, Hofstra and College of Charleston both finishing 16-2 in conference play. I'm riding Charleston. I think they just get the AQ. They don't even need to risk whether or not they get an at-large.
Sticking with my guns. Give me Towson.
Wow.
Listen, they might not have covered all the time, but when I looked at the sports book and I said, damn it, today's a Towson day, it was a Towson day. All right? And so we're going with Towson. I'm ready. I'm wearing my Cardinals jacket. You know, I'm ready to get my heart broken again, Noah.
Fitting. AJ, moving on to the Horizon League.
Yeah,
this is
Horizon League.
This is one of the leagues that I have really enjoyed betting on and watching their conference championships through the years. This league's always a fucking shit show and up in the air. You have two of the worst teams in college basketball, probably over the last like decade, in Ooey Pooey and Green Bay.
Ooey Pooey.
Actually, I take that back. I feel like Green Bay made a tournament like not too long ago. Might have been like 6 or 8 years, but
might have been, yeah, not in recent memory.
Either way, another conference that's completely congested at the top. You got Youngstown State 15-5, Milwaukee 14-6, Cleveland State 14-6, Northern Kentucky 14-6, and then it starts to drop off a little bit. But just I feel like another wide open conference, and you know what? I'm riding Cleveland State.
I respect it. I respect the hell out of that, Noah. There's just this feeling inside of me, and this gut feeling I got to go with. I got to take Wright State. I just have to.
I mean, they made the tournament last year.
They did. They've won me some money this year. We love that.
But then, like, their best player, or maybe their two best players, both transferred. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling it though. I'm feeling Wright State.
Okay. Next conference, AG, the Ivy League.
Woohoo!
I would say I don't care. I would say I don't care, but like, why do I feel like every other year an Ivy League team upsets like a 3 or 4 seed in the first round?
Oh, every single time. It's almost annoying.
It's like every other year or something like that. Can't count out the Ivy League. They got too big of brains. Who you got?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Give me Pennsylvania Quakers.
Okay. I was between Yale and Princeton. Coin flip. Decided to go with Yale.
I don't blame you. I don't. It's just not an exciting pick. Then again, I don't know if any Ivy League team is an exciting pick.
Not unless you like dig deep in the barrel and pick like Harvard or Cornell or something.
I kind of want to win some money, so thank you.
Brown,
I'll stay away.
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth. I bet you walk up to grads of those places and you're like, "Did you know you have a basketball team?" They would say no.
All right, moving on to another that I think is pretty unexciting. Not because it's well, I mean the Ivy League's kind of tight at the top, but unexciting because who the fuck cares? We're going the MAAC, the MAAC, not to be confused with MACtion, the MAC, the conference that plays football games on Tuesday and Wednesday nights to keep us going throughout the week.
Shout out to MAC.
We're talking about the other MAC.
MAC.
The precursor to the real MAC. AJ, I got Iona. I think no-brainer. I think Rick Pitino takes another team to the tournament. They'll be a dangerous 14 or 15 seed again. Not because of talent, just I don't want to fucking play a Rick Pitino team in the first round.
No, why the fuck would you?
The dude's a legendary coach. He'll be back in the Power 5 probably next year, but this will be his third and final hurrah with Iona here.
Third final hurrah, end it with a championship and another March Madness berth. Iona all day long, bud.
Now, moving on to what we teased you with.
Ooh.
MACtion. The MAC.
MACtion, baby.
The Mid-American Conference. AJ, I know I'm going with my wagon that I've had going for me all year. They did end up tying at the top of the conference here. I'll reveal that in a second. You can take your guess at who my wagon is. It's one of two teams Actually, they didn't tie at the top of the conference. They finished second. So spoiler alert, you know who it is, but I'm picking Kent State.
Yeah.
They've been good to me.
No, I'm riding with you. The only other team I probably would have looked at is the Buffalo, but they've burned me a little bit too much in the past. So give me Kent State all day long. I love them.
Yeah, Buffalo's dog shit.
Yeah, that's why they've burned me.
But Toledo having a hell of a season, going 14-2.
No, Toledo is one of those teams. I feel like if they get into the right scenario, they'll be able to win. But head to head against Kent, like they would need Kent State to lose before they could win the conference, I think.
Hell yeah. Next up, AJ, we got the MEAC.
The MEAC?
Yep, the MEAC. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. I don't know. These are like usually the teams that just get beat up by other teams in non-conference play. And not going to lie, and I do watch probably more college basketball than a huge portion of like
shit, more than anyone else
the
I know.
population, than gamblers, than like anything else. Not gonna lie, this is a conference that I have not really seen much of. I don't have a huge basis for this pick. I'm taking Norfolk State.
So it's funny you mentioned that, Noah. This is one of the few conferences I do actually keep an eye on during the regular season, because last year I went on a legendary gambling run with Coppin State. And they were dog shit this year. Let's go ahead and just get that out of the way. But no, I think Norfolk is the pick here. They have performed excellent this year. And shit, you're the man with the numbers in the Sportsbook Whisperer. I must be doing something right picking them.
Hell yeah. All right. We get to another really fun conference here, AJ. This is probably in my top 3 of conference tournaments you should really watch. It is in my top 2 of conference tournaments you should really watch if you love mid-major basketball, if you're trying to get more into mid-major basketball, if you're trying to just be a more educated, more into it college basketball fan. You have to watch the Missouri Valley Conference tournament.
Hell yeah, brother.
Holy fuck. This has been an exciting league all year, including having, I think, with like 4 or 5 games remaining, they had 6 or 7 teams within 2 games of first place. Bradley and Drake playing the last game of the season in the conference, tied for first for the number 1 seed. Can't draw it up better than that. Bradley getting the number 1 seed, Drake a game behind. Southern Illinois and Belmont 1 game behind Drake, and then you got Indiana State a game behind them, Missouri State a game behind, Murray State a game behind, and then you got Northern Iowa, and then you got the kind of 4 shitters down at the bottom. But every conference has got to have them. Oh man, this is going to be a fun one. This is going to be fun to watch. Good basketball. Do yourself a favor, watch the Missouri Valley Conference. I'm picking the team I picked at the beginning of the year, finishing 5th in the conference, but I'm not worried too much about it. Played a great non-conference schedule. I'm taking Indiana State, the alma mater of Larry Bird, to win as a as the 5th seed. I feel like I can call them a Cinderella, but like kind of not, because they're only 3 games outside of first place. So I guess Cinderella's not right, but a dark horse might be more appropriate.
Yeah, I like that pick. But I'm going with Belmont. I've watched a lot of Belmont this season, and I like the way they've been playing, and I got no complaints about them. I think they ride themselves to a berth in the tournament.
And something to keep an eye on. This could potentially be a 2-bid league. I think if Bradley Drake probably needed the win over Bradley in the 1 seed, but say Bradley makes it to the championship game and loses, from what I've read, there's an outside chance, about maybe 30-40% chance Bradley gets an at-large bid.
Ooh.
As like probably a 12 seed.
Okay. I could see that. That'd be nice.
But something to keep an eye on.
Definitely. Where are we heading next, bud?
We're gonna go to the Mountain West, and AJ, I'm not gonna go too deep on this because I think it's pretty cut and dry. One team's been completely better than the rest, and it's San Diego State.
Yeah, no, San Diego State has been a wagon this season.
No shade on some of those other teams in the Mountain West. I mean, they've got some good teams out there. Just San Diego State's better.
Yes, San Diego State is just much better. Go Aztecs.
Although there are 3 or 4 teams in that conference that are good enough that they could upset San Diego State in the tournament. San Diego State, however, probably the one in that conference. It's a complete lock no matter what they could lose in the first round of the tournament and they're still getting in to March Madness.
Absolutely.
We're moving on to like the second conference that we're covering that I guess I haven't fucking watched hardly any Ivy League, so maybe we'll call it the third conference that I have not really watched any of. That's going to be the Northeast Conference, AJ.
Yeah.
I can't really recall watching hardly any games from any of these teams.
Maybe a game or two because I bet on them and it was on at like 1 o'clock randomly.
That being said, we're going to Fairleigh Dickinson.
Hell yeah, go Dick.
All right. Good stuff. Let's move on to the Ohio Valley, another conference I'm not really going to dive too deep into. I think this one's pretty cut and dry. Morehead State, best team in the conference. I'm picking them to win. Going chalk here.
Yep, chalk it up, baby.
Perfect. And that brings us, AJ, to the Pacific 12 Conference, the conference that we know and love. We're both picking Arizona, correct?
Bear down, go Cats. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about them anymore. After that bullshit on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can dive deeper into that at a later time or in our personal time. But yeah, I saw ASU shot. I saw some crazy stat line thing where they shot like their highest field goal percentage at McHale since 1988. Their highest 3-point percentage since 98. Their most 3-pointers made in a game.
Good for them.
Ever at McHale. And then they hit a 3-quarter court buzzer beater to win by 2 fucking points or 1 point, whatever it fucking was. So you needed all that, an all-time great performance to beat us by 2. It's okay. Whatever. We'll move on. Doesn't matter. Obviously, UCLA is going to be a big speed bump to get over. Arizona, we've shown that we can lose to bad teams. However, we seem to get it done whenever we're playing anybody good. So I'm not too worried. I'm picking us to still win the Pac-12.
Yeah, same. I still have a future out on them to win the whole thing, so I got to ride with U of A until they're dead.
This might be one of the most cut and dry conference tournaments on the whole list. This might be the biggest no-brainer in my mind, other than like outside of maybe Houston. Patriot League, it's Colgate, right?
Yes.
I mean,
it's only Colgate.
You hate your money if you're betting on anyone else.
Yeah, I don't know why you would even waste your time unless you believe in the magic Holy Cross had for 3 games in a row and want to take them. But no, give me Colgate.
Perfect. Next one's going to be a fun one, AJ. I want to get your thoughts first. We got the SEC, which is pretty wide open, I would say.
Yeah.
I'd give at least 5, if not maybe 6 teams a chance at winning this. No, I'm only giving 5 teams a chance at winning, potentially even 4. But I'm curious who you got here.
This is a hard one. This is a hard one, especially because Alabama's been playing so great lately. Arkansas has not been having a bad season. Kentucky in this last little bit. Georgia's doing great. Tennessee is out of its mind.
Alabama's all good until they lose their best player for the rest of the season.
We'll see what happens with that.
Which might not happen, or at a very inopportune time, they're losing their best player and then,
yeah.
How do you deal with that adversity?
That is a messy fucking situation that I'm not touching with a 10-foot goddamn pole.
Nope, we're not going to dive into that at all. Other than the fact that there is a chance that Brandon Miller might not be playing every game,
and that's all that we're going to talk about because we're a sports show. Damn it, give me Tennessee. I want to say I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the pick, but out of the teams that I'm looking at right now, how they've played, what I've watched, yeah, Tennessee.
They suck.
Tennessee.
They suck.
Tennessee.
They suck.
Who you got?
I'm going with the hottest team in the SEC right now. A team that was struggling early on in the season, was outside of the field of 68 looking in at one point this season, has now found their way back into the top 25 rankings. The Kentucky Wildcats, they're hot, they're good. AJ, I've been telling you in the last 2-3 weeks, just bet on Kentucky every single game because not only are they winning, they're covering, they're blowing people out. They've figured it out. And yes, it's annoying because it's fucking Kentucky, but this team is damn good. I am picking them to win the SEC. Even if they win the SEC, I think the best they get is probably a 4 or a 5 seed, which is going to be an uphill battle, having to play it's going to suck for whoever's the other 4 or 5 seed who has to play them in the second round, or the 12-13, whatever. It's going to suck for whoever's the 1 seed who has to play them in the Sweet 16. But, I'm saying Kentucky wins the SEC. They're going to be a Sweet 16 team.
Ooh.
They might go farther than the Sweet 16.
Ooh. Already with the Sweet 16 picks. Damn.
Yeah. This is a very talented team that got off to a really shitty start and has fucking figured it out now.
Fair enough. I guess we'll find out when they lose to the Volunteers.
Doubtful.
Where do you want to go next, bud?
Let's go to the SWAC.
The SWAC?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go to the SWAC, AJ. Again, another conference, not a whole lot of insight here, although I have watched a little bit of some of these teams. I'm going with Grambling State.
No, I'm with you on that. I took them earlier today. They're one of the better teams. They are the team in the conference. Grambling's been playing great. Give me Grambling. If I was to take a secondary team, it would probably be Alcorn or Arkansas Pine Bluff. But I love the way Grambling's been playing this year.
Pine Bluff, huh?
Yeah. I have watched a couple games of theirs, so not bad.
Southern Conference.
Sure.
The SOCO. A little tight up at the top, and then a lot of shitty teams. But you got Furman 15-3 in conference play, Samford 15-3, UNC Greensboro 14-4. And when I'm picking these, AJ, it's always hard for me to stay off of these random small North Carolina schools because they always seem to be really good. But I think I'm going Furman in this one.
Damn it, I was going to take Furman, but just to stay away from too much chalk, give me Samford.
I don't know that that's any less chalk, but
it's a little less chalk.
We'll see what the gambling odds come out at. All right, moving on to the Southland Conference, a team that I have watched a few games from because I've been betting on them pretty consistently this season. I'm going with Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Yep. I'm with you there. I've trailed every single time you told me to bet on them, and damn it, am I happy.
The Islanders, baby. We'll ride them.
Let's ride.
They're a good team. I can't wait to see them play in March. This one feels like probably one of the bigger no-brainers. Top 3 or 5 no-brainer. The Summit League, the only team to go undefeated in conference play this season. You cannot convince me to not pick Oral Roberts.
You gotta go Oral. Oral is always the answer. Never forget that, Noah.
Oral Bobs, baby.
Go Bobs.
All right, AJ, and that brings us to one of our favorite conferences here.
Oh hell yeah, brother!
With only 3 left to go, but the Sun Belt for alphabetical purposes, but as we love to call them, it's the Fun Belt.
It's the Fun Belt, baby.
I should have put them in alphabetically as the F.
As the Fun Belt.
Yeah, that would have taken too much brain power. This one, not only is it the Fun Belt, we love the Fun Belt, but this seems to be a wide open conference up at the top, real tight. Number of teams that could probably win this conference. University of Southern Mississippi was picked to finish near last in this conference by pretty much everybody who is doing projections. They win the regular season title. Crazy story there. However, I'm going to go 2 for 2 with shooting down the dreams of teams having unreal seasons, AJ, and I'm not picking Southern Miss.
Ooh, who you going with?
I'm going with the team that tied second, a game back. We're going with the Marshall Thundering Herd here.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I was close to picking James Madison too, which, by the way, little fun thing to note about James Madison, if they do win this conference, they won't be going to the March Madness.
Educate me.
Because the NCAA has this fun rule where you have to wait like 4 or 5 years after joining Division One. James Madison in their first year, I believe, in D1 this year.
God, the NCAA is so fucked up.
Which I believe was why they couldn't go to a bowl game in football either.
That's right.
Yeah. So that would be real shitty if they get the bang, can't go to a bowl game, and then can't go to March Madness because you just joined a conference. Stupidest fucking rule. But
damn it, disband the NCAA. The fuck are they good for anymore except just having no fun?
But yeah, I'm going with Marshall.
Don't ask me why. Give me App State.
Okay. I mean, they weren't terrible this year, so.
Not terrible. They won when I needed them to win. They covered when I needed them to cover. Give me App State, baby. Go Mountaineers.
All right, so next up, AJ, we got the WAC. We got the WAC. And I'm going to pick the top team in the WAC this year to win that. I like them a lot. They've done well for me. And this was a tough decision because Stephen F. Austin, I really, really wanted to pick them, but at the end of the day, I had to go with Utah Valley.
I'm going Stephen F. Austin all the way.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I don't hate yours either. I just like Stephen F. more.
All right. That brings us to our last conference, AJ. The West Coast Conference. With St. Mary's as the 1 seed, Gonzaga is the 2. One of the most fucked up, crazy looking conference brackets you have. Top 2 teams get a triple bye, 3 and 4 get a double bye, 5 and 6 get a single bye. And then the bottom 4 have to play in the first round. So it is a gauntlet. If you're one of the bottom teams trying to work your way up, you have to beat teams on fresh legs every single fucking week. Yeah, it's probably the most stacked bracket for the top finishers in the regular season, which I guess makes sense for like a smaller conference where you're not going to really get those at-large bids unless you're Gonzaga or St. Mary's. St. Mary's has gotten at-large bids before too. Yeah. But you kind of have to finish top 2. Makes it a lot easier when you're playing your first tournament game in the semifinals. But yeah, I given that, I feel it's so hard to pick against the 1 or the 2 seed. Also because they're head and shoulders over the rest of the conference. Yeah. I'm going with St. Mary's. They've split their 2 meetings. St. Mary's won at home. Gonzaga won at home. I think St. Mary's takes it on neutral court.
I'm with you. I think St. Mary's is the better team. You and I have had this argument so many times when we're doing our top 25 recap. Why is Gonzaga above St. Mary's? We can't figure it out, and I think they prove now why they should be ahead of them. Let's go St. Mary's. Go Gales.
Hell yeah.
Woo! We made it through it all, Noah. We made it through it all. Every single college basketball conference champion has been picked by both of us. Do you have anything else to say before we go into Champs Week?
Yeah, what do you think the odds are if I parlay all of my picks?
I don't think you'll find a sports book that can take it. Because if you fuck around and accidentally hit, I think they would owe you a couple $100,000, maybe $1 million.
Like 5 cents to win like $700,000 or something.
To retire, let's go.
Hey, there you go. Now you have it. 5 cents to retire parlay. Take all my picks, parlay them together,
or take all mine and really fuck around and find out. Who knows?
Put 5 cents on each. If one hits, you can Venmo one of us for 5 cents.
Yeah, Venmo for 5 cents.
If one of us hits, you can Venmo the other for 5 cents.
Yeah, absolutely. And our Venmo is redacted. Sorry. With that being said, Noah, you got anything else to say about college hoops before we sign off for the night?
Man, we're getting into the thick of it.
Oh, yeah.
Conference tournaments started today. They're going to keep going. They're going to ramp up. There's going to be more of them every day. It's going to be great. I cannot fucking wait. It's going to be tremendous.
No, absolutely. It's the most wonderful time of the year, Noah. We can't complain. We got all the college basketball we can dream of. We got March Madness right around the corner, spring training heating up, XFL kicking off, golf in full swing. Noah, damn it, it's a degenerate's paradise.
It feels like October.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does feel like October, but it's not October. It's March. Well, it's February still.
Although I suppose it's about to be half October.
Yeah, the only sport we won't have going is the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, March and April are pretty great too. So
fucking amazing. And hey, if you don't want to miss any of the action because you've been listening for the last hour, you got to make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help us continue to grow either here on YouTube or on Rumble as well. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Bear down. Go Cats. I've been the Perfect One, AJ. That's the Money Train, Noah. And we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.